Hello, it's Saturday again, and it means we have a fun lesson. Welcome to English for a Better World, Lesson 7. Today, we will learn how to talk about our jobs. Ready? Let's get into it. I'm a worker. I make money for my boss. First, let's look at this picture. What do you see in this picture? Describe it. Describe the picture. All right, so now let's look at the highlights of our lesson. You will learn to talk about what you do for a living. What do you do? I'm a teacher. I'm a worker. Describing jobs, you will learn vocabulary, words about jobs, and the grammar. We will look at again simple present and present continuous. And we have a reading, getting tired of work. All right, so let's get started. What do you do? Let's look at Miko, Nina, Wala, and Majid. What do they do? So, Miko, what do you do? I'm a worker at a big factory. It's a difficult job, but very necessary for others. Life is impossible without workers because we make everything. The money is very little. So now tell us what Miko does. What does he do? Next, let's look at Nina. So, Nina, what do you do? I'm a babysitter, and it's a great job because I deal with babies. The money is not enough, but money is not everything I look for in a job. I want to feel comfortable and useful in my job. Okay, so tell us, what does she do? So what do you do, Wala? I'm a doctor and it's an interesting job. I help people when they are sick. The money is good and I feel I'm doing something very useful. What does Allah do? And finally, we have Majid. So, what do you do, Majid? I'm a musician, and for me, it's not a job, it's my life. I enjoy playing music because it makes people relax. The money is enough for my needs. So, now tell us, what do you do? Let's look at some jobs, okay? Well, looking for a job, and it means he is looking for a job. Police officer, mechanic, professor, cab driver, businesswoman, a pilot, an accountant, a nurse, an engineer, a salesman, a manager. Look at the manager. Do you have a manager like that? All right, so now match each job with its description. Okay? Pause the video and match the jobs with the descriptions. A mechanic fixes cars. A professor teaches at a university. A cab driver drives a taxi. A musician plays a musical instrument. A nurse cares for patients. An accountant keeps and checks financial accounts. A salesman sells products. A manager manages a company. A pilot flies an airplane. An engineer designs roads, machines, and houses. Next, we have a dialogue. So, complete the dialogue below. And the questions are, what do you do? What do you do exactly? How do you like it? What's your pay like? What's your boss like? What kind of job would you like to do? What do your brothers and sisters do? What do you look for in a good job? So, pause the video and complete the dialogue. What do you do? I'm a teacher. What do you do exactly? I teach fun English lessons. How do you like it? It's interesting because I feel I'm useful to others. What's your pay like? It's enough for my needs. What's your boss like? He or she is nice, friendly, serious. What kind of job would you like to do? I'd like to start my own language institute. What do your brothers and sisters do? My brother is an engineer and my sister is a lawyer. What do you look for in a job? I look for autonomy, creativity, and being useful to others. Well, listening. All right, let's listen to a recording and match each person with their right job. Okay, we have 6 persons and 6 jobs. Match the job with the person. So pause the video and match each person with their job.
What do you do? How do you like it?
I'm a midwife. I care for women when they are pregnant. I love my work because I enjoy helping people.
I teach English for a living and I love it because I'm being productive with my time.
I teach in university. I love my job because I help students to learn.
I love my job. It's a job and a hobby.
I'm a dentist. I like my job, although it's sometimes stressful.
I'm a flight attendant. I really like my job.
All right, so now, how does he like it? Dialogue. Okay, so let's look at the pictures. Civil engineer, English teacher, factory worker, self-employed. All right, self-employed is a person that works for themselves. So, pause the video and choose a word to complete the dialogue. Miko, what does Ala do? He's an engineer and he works for a construction company. How does he like it? He's satisfied with his job and the money is good. What about you? What are you doing these days? I'm teaching English at an institute at the moment, but I'm also looking for another language school. So what is it like working in a factory? Well, I'm not really happy with it because working in a factory isn't easy and the money isn't enough. I'm thinking of changing it. What kind of job would you like to do? I want to be my own boss. Everybody wants that, but it's very difficult. Most people are not happy with their jobs because people work just to make money to live. That's sad, but true. What do you look for in a job? All right, let's look at some pictures. Do you look for satisfaction, job security, autonomy, choice, to do what you want to do, good colleagues or co-workers, people who work with you, fame and fortune, to become famous and rich, money, being useful to others, salary, creativity. So what do you look for in a good job? I look for satisfaction, autonomy, very important, creativity and being useful. These are very important. What about you? What do you look for in a good job? All right, so let's look at work hours. What are your work hours like? Complete the dialogue below. What time do you start work? What time do you have lunch break? How long is your lunch break? What time do you get off work? Finish work. How many hours a day do you work? How many hours a week do you work? How much annual leave do you get, holiday, every year? Okay, so pause the video and complete the dialogue. Now, time for our reading. Getting tired of work. I think a lot of people are tired of their job. I will read the sentences. Nasser works in an office, but he doesn't like his job. He feels tired when he starts his work, but he feels energetic when he is not working. He often sleeps at his desk. He keeps telling his friends that he is not comfortable in his job, but he doesn't know what to do. His friends tell him to quit, but he has to pay the rent every month and he has to eat. Most of his friends feel the same way about their jobs, and they always talk about quitting, but they know there isn't much choice. They don't want to work just to stay alive. They want to be really satisfied with what they do for a living. So pause the video and write questions for these sentences. Finally, our grammar focus today, simple present and present continuous. So use simple present to talk about permanent arrangements, things that you do always. She hates stingy people. I love children. I work for a better world. So these are permanent arrangements, not temporary. That's present continuous. Use the present continuous to talk about temporary arrangements, things you do for a short time, not forever. Permanent means forever, like forever. She's studying French. I'm staying at a hotel. I'm reading a great book. So these are things that we do for a short time. She's studying French for 1 year maybe. I'm staying at a hotel. So I will leave the hotel, but now I'm staying at a hotel. I'm reading a great book right now. Now time for our practice. So simple present and present continuous. Pause the video and complete the sentences below. Use simple present or present continuous. Well, that's all for today. I think now you know how to describe your job, and I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to watch more and more of these fun lessons. See you next Saturday.